Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grim Reaper coming at you with another video for Raid Shadows. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing week. You know, it's we're halfway through a week now. Lots of interesting things going on, especially with the Panda fusion right now. And obviously this is a very key fusion for at least 30 players in Raidshadowlegends, being named Sacred Panda and stuff like that. So we obviously are going to go for our now symbol of the clan. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well, and let's get in today's video, I suppose. So today, as you can see, it is a one champion free soloed build. So it's one champion for 3 dungeons on hard mode. It's very good, and this is the first time to see a champion to do solo I've been looking around YouTube, and also Klaus has looked through YouTube as well, and this is the first time of it, so it's exclusive content for you guys. Anyway, let's get into today. And also he is a free legendary. That is the most important bit, a free legendary. So free legendary to soloed. Let's show you the runs, I suppose, where it is good to be solo. Then we'll show you the builds and everything else. But first of all, before we do the runs, a big shout out to Klaus. Thank you for allowing me to borrow your account and to kind of give you guys this video and this content, and hopefully help you guys with this. Also, another big shout out to Tayraku. This really helped to motivate Klaus to come up with this strategy. And also, you know, Tayraku does a lot for the community, as obviously a bigger YouTube channel than myself, but I will link his YouTube down in below. If you've not heard of it before, go drop him a sub on YouTube. It is free. It doesn't cost you anything. So go and check out his channel. It's amazing. I've had a few interactions as well, and he's actually one of the few content creators I like to watch myself as well. So again, big thank you for Klaus and Tayraku. And today we're going to show you this comp. It is worth noting that this is going to take a lot of stats. This is an in-game build. But we're going to start off with Ice Golem 9, and we're going to start off. So as you can see, it is a fully awaken Artak build, and in the day, Artak is doesn't need to be fully awakened, but does need to be quite heavily in stats, and I'll show you this later. But you can use the live arena side to kind of balance you up. Why do you want to solo the build? The dungeons, why not just build a speed comp? Well, generally is the most important bit is you can save food and you can save energy. So as we could do this, we're training up the food during the fusion times, and you're saving a ton on energy. And I think like duos and soloing is very important, and it saves you a lot of time, it saves you a lot of hassle, and it makes fusions less demanding. And we know that, for example, Dungeon Divers is getting really demanding now, so you need to kind of save your energy when you can. Anyway, let's get into it, and then we'll go into it. I'm not going to read his kit. Everyone knows his kit and stuff like that. So, you know, and these runs are not amazingly slow as well. They're quite fairly quick. So again, this one is 100% right now. It is a lot of stats, which I'll show you later. We are taking the brimstone. We do want these champions to die and go ahead like this. We do get 3%ed here with the freeze, but our attack is fine and going to carry on. So as you can see, you know, we've got the brimstone, we've got the HP burn, and he's just going to keep lapping. He has that passive with the resistance and the speed to kind of give him more speed, and you just really need to be lapping. You do need these crazy speeds for Ice Golem and Dragon. The other one will be on Spider. I will put chapters down in below, and you guys can come back to watch these runs. It's all the same build. There's no gear requirement changes or anything like that, so it's just something to bear in mind. Ice Golem 9 is quite nice to farm. I do farm Ice Golem 10 myself, but again, if I actually might go back to this strategy for myself, because I like the idea of training food. It does save me energy and it does save me time. So for me, this will probably become my new build. I think for me, it means that I've got a 5-star blessing on him. And I know a lot of people as well that have 4-star have a 3-star or 5-star blessing, just generally because of that soul stone event that went on a couple of months back. So yeah, anyway, as you can see, we are cracking through right now and stuff like that. So same build and bits and bobs going on, and we got 2 more dungeon runs to do. So I'm not going to make this video crazy long. I think this is the full Artak build. Like for me, I really like him in his gear, and I really like him in his build. The only time that I like to change it up a little bit is generally because of Hydra. But then you need to change the masteries, and it's just a completely different build that I'm running. However, for me, myself, I do run him in Ice Golem, and I've run the same build for Hydra as well. So let me know down in below if you would like me to do a video on that or to do a recap. It's a full auto team. I think it does like 100 million on brutal, so it's quite good for Hydra Crash as well. But I'm using crazy sets like Hex set and Provoke set and stuff like that, you know, just to generally help me out and stuff like that. It's quite legendary heavy as well. So there we are. There is Ice Golem 9 on impressive 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Again, a solo build there. We've got lots of damage and stuff like that. So this one is 100%. We're going to go into the next run and going to go and crack on with that. So we're going to come all the way down into Spider. No, it is not normal. We are going to go into hard and stuff like that. So we are going to go into stage 5 into Spider. Okay, not the highest of Spider, to be honest. But again, when it comes to C versus C, sorry, not C versus C, for fusions, this might be your ideal strategy, right? To come in and just do a solo. I do think you would get this to work in the future on something like Ice Golem, like Spider 9 and stuff like that, but you generally need to be overlapping the Spider, and that's the most important bit, to overlap. And you'll need more speed, and right now with all the stats that he's got and the speed he's got, it's already quite a nutty build. And obviously if you're soloing, then you know it's going to be a nutty build. But if you think about it, if you fully max up the live arena and you have a fully maxed Great Hall as well on both sides for one of the contents like Spider, for example, I generally think like high Spider is doable. But right now I don't think he can really lift that much more and stuff like that to get the speed requirements. I think you need to be running around roughly around about 320 and stuff like that. But we'd have to check out the Spider speed and stuff like that. Again, this one is 100%, so that's good to see. So it's really good to see one champion solo 3 dungeons on hard. And again, you know, you do this, you go to sleep and you leave it overnight. It's going to give you food, it's not going to cost you so much energy. And I think like for me, soloing, it's just really important in fusions at the moment, and especially how crazy they are making the requirements and stuff like that. So for me, I do recommend soloing. I think it's really important to see that. It is really important to kind of have the speed, but you don't really need the crazy speed that we've got on this build right now for Spider. It's mainly for the dragon run. So there we are, Spider 5, 1 minute 58. Again, not the slowest, but not the fastest as well, but 2 minutes. And then 2 minutes and 42 on Ice Golem. I think that's great. We got 23 million damage there on Artak. So again, really respectful time, right? So we do have Dragon X. So again, this will be Dragon 9. So Ice Golem 9, Dragon 9, and Spider 5, generally where this build works. And again, if you don't do a duo, then I actually think this is faster than the duo builds. I'm pretty sure this is faster than the duo builds. So I did make a couple of videos myself about duos and stuff like that. I know Tayraku has made quite a few videos. I think there is it Bonker or Bonkers or something, who just come out with the new calculator as well for, is it finite? I think he has a new calculator for finite or something like that, where Smiley did a video recently on him. But yeah, like his content's quite crazy as well. And he's done quite a few solo builds as well. So yeah, with different champions. So going back to this, the Klaus has mentioned that this is not 100%. It generally said if you get the 3%ed from Tayraku and the Fat, the defense down on Artak, that you would just generally just die, and that's where you're gonna die the most. And I think there was something about placement of brimstone on the dragon where it can get a bit close. So I know that we did a couple of runs and stuff like that. I did get close once with the run that we did, but in the end he was fine. But I think with a bit more health, a bit more juice on him, because he's not fully ascended, he's not really ascended like gear wise, so you can still do that to push the stats up, and again a live arena to kind of help with the builds there. But with this crate, he's just got a crazy passive, and I really love how he gets all his added speed and stuff from passive. And to be honest, I really loved like how he's free. I like the monkey, like I think the monkey's great, but for me he just isn't Artak. Like he's amazing in arena and he's amazing in Hydra, but again I don't feel like he's crazy strong. Like I don't feel like he's broken. I feel like I find it quite easy to battle against him in live arena. I find it quite easy to battle against him in classic arena, but you know, at the end of the day, I built high resist UDK to kind of deal with that, and I deal with him quite nicely. So yeah, as you can see, you know, the brimstone is really just eating away at this dragon, and I think that is super cool. We want more speed really on him to land this decreased attack more, and the decreased attack is really important as well for Ice Golem, so that's kind of a note to take into consideration. So there we are. Again, dragon layer 9 on hard at 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Ice Golem 9 at 2 minutes 42 seconds, and Ice Spider 5 on hard for 1 minute and 98 seconds. So let's go see his build and stuff like that. Fully Awakened, I know it's like, oh, he's fully awakened, but again, you generally take the fully awakened just to see the stats, and generally with the stats you'd be quite good, you know. Like if you're watching this, you're probably farming Sam Devil now, you're probably farming Shogun 24. Like it's an easy dungeon compared to Sand Devil anyway. I thought I found Sand Devil way more harder than I did with Shogun, to be honest. And with the vent as well, I think it's really cool. So let's go into his stats, and I'll go turn on the bonuses from the live arena as well. So for Dragon right now, we have a bit more speed here for this. So he is running at 304 speed. We do have a whopping 426 resistance, and we do have 350 accuracy. We have 3,500 defense and 87,000 in HP, but he has got quite a bit of chunk from that from blessing. So you will need again blessing to quite a go level. But again, it's kind of worth pointing out, like Guardian factions here is empty. He's got one Guardian faction, so he has a level 1 on all. So I don't even need to check. I know. So again, he could get another 30 resistance here. You can also get another 10 speed here, which would make out for the blessing. So again, that blessing 6-star really isn't needed. So if you guys are thinking that, and you're going to go comment on my video down below saying, oh, it's a 6-star awakening. No, it can easily be replaced. Again, empowerment as well. If you're lucky enough to have him empowered, you can go ahead and do that. And again, arena live bonuses will really help as well as fully sending a gear. There's all these options that you can do to make these stats work, right? And again, we have Spider 10, so he is running at 306 speed, no extra defense, 40 resistance, and again extra accuracy. And again in Ice Golem, he's at 306, 426 resistance, and then 366 accuracy. So again, live arena coming through, some extra HP there as well for Ice Golem peaks to kind of be in consideration of. We do have a accuracy banner, but we can go resistance and then the HP chest if need to, or a resistance banner as well. We do have the refresh, not needed, it's just a bonus. So again, we have the HP with accuracy and resistance on it, and then we have a defense ring with a HP in blood shield with HP substats as well. We have speed boots with HP substat, ascended HP substat, and then we have resistance with flat HP with quite a bit of speed and defense, and then we have HP gloves with quite a bit of speed, resistance, and defense substats with ascended defense there as well. And then triple speed here, which is where it gets a bit more crazy. Triple speed there, and quite a bit of accuracy and resistance there. So there it is. Let me show you the masteries quickly as well. Me and Klaus did do a bit of talking, obviously, and I was wondering, like, maybe we can go to this side of the tree and then just take the offensive tree and maybe just be able to creep a bit more speed with this. I generally think that would work. Not been tested, but generally with these type of builds and stuff like that, it generally does work. Just generally if you needed the extra resistance and stuff like that. These are very key masteries. So again, Spirit Haste is really needed. You do want to take the turn meter as much as possible. You do want a Cycle of Violence. You do want a Law Steel. You do want a Master Hex. So like these are really good blessings. Sorry, not blessings. Good masteries to go for. Anyway, guys, there is the Artak, the one champion, 3 dungeons build going on, free to play as well. We can say that because it is. A big shout out again to Klaus and to Tayraku. Thank you very much, Klaus, for allowing me to bring this to the channel. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help to support the channel. And I am going full time soon. Moving to Indonesia in a couple of months, a couple of weeks now, 6 or 7 weeks. So again, I will ping that video at the back of here at the end of this video. If you want to go check it out, you can. And go and check out my free video as well. I've been Grim Reaper. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.